Hello, everybody. Hello, this balmy Saturday afternoon here in Northern Ireland for most of us, but what the weather's like the rest of the world, I don't care. Welcome to Amazing Scale Modeling Across the Pond Hangout number 134. I'm your host, Liam Dillon. I'm standing on behalf of Jack, who's taken one of his well-earned rests for a couple of weeks. The next Hangout will actually be on the 25th of August, I believe, the next Across the Pond, and the next... the Sunday night hangout will be the 26th of August. Amazing Scale Modelers is a Google Plus and a Facebook community of scale modelers across all scale modeling genres and mediums, which inspires friendship from around the world. And today, information about the hobby and see firsthand the scale modeling experience. Joining me today are the usual suspects to kill time in doing these things. If you want to join us, the live chat is open, and we hope to get you to join us. So bring your questions, comments, all are welcome today. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good morning, good evening, whatever applies in your region.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Okay, I think we're mostly mornings today rather than people falling asleep, which is good. I always think Across the Pond is a strange name for this anyway, because a lot of the people are in the Antipodes and far-flung regions of the world, but we'll see how it goes. Right. I think today, I think Randall wanted to pitch in first with a few chats about what he's doing at the present.
Wouldn't say wanted exactly, but I just volunteered.
You got the short straw.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Hey, hi, everybody. Let's start off. I actually finished the model, which is a strange thing in itself. Good old Darth from the old MPC kit.
That actually turned out well. Yeah.
It's like a saber's got a bit of a curve to it, but that could just be the camera.
No, I think it is starting to get a bit of a curve to it. Thankfully, it's not glued in, so I can take it out and try and straighten it a bit.
Might be old age. It's old age.
Yeah, that's it. Hang on. There. Did you see any lights there?
Yeah.
They are.
Oh, let me see that. Let me see that handle you scratch built. The handle on the lightsaber. Let me see. Oh, that's pretty.
Much better than the kit version.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, good deal.
No, that looks far superior to what that original thing was. Yeah.
Yeah. No idea what they based that on.
It certainly wasn't a Graflex flash.
Yeah.
Sort of personal vibrator, I think.
Anyway, that's
How much painting did you do on it? Just basically just a straight black and a sheen or something?
various shades of black. Well, when I say shades, various like gloss black, satin, semi-gloss, matte. I think I used about 4 different variations of the rattle can, and also different variations of varnishes and stuff like that on it as well.
Still always impressed you do that with like a rattle can. I just don't get that at all. I would end up with a globby mess.
A bit of Umbro polished steel for the neck piece or the neck brace or whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
Then just straightforward acrylics for the chest and belt. The buttons on the belt boxes. And the horrible seam that's in the arm there that unfortunately I couldn't seem to get rid of.
What you mean at the shoulder or?
No, just down the length of the arm here.
Oh, sorry, I see now. Let me see. I didn't see it until you pointed it out. It was quite well done until you pointed it out.
It's kind of on a ridge of the material, as it were, that makes up the padded.
The quilted material.
Yeah.
I did it as best as I could and then left it in case I just made it too flat. In this light, it really shows up.
Odd how video does things, yeah.
Then I daren't raise the arm because the arm can be moved, but if you put it up too high, then you start seeing all sorts of horrible things going on behind the cloak. So just leave it down for now.
Oh, no, nice job, Randall.
And then
And the base turned out well too. That's that little jewelry box type thing from.
Yeah,
it's already starting to gather a bit of dust.
Well, that'll happen.
doesn't take long.
Nope.
Get that in a day.
And also, just
Very neat.
massive wiring underneath with hot glue everywhere.
Yeah.
And a Poundland battery.
Yep.
I like that little battery holder. That's neat.
Glue guns are amazing. I don't know how anyone can build anything with the electronics in it without a glue gun.
To be honest, I'm sold on it now. It's the first time I've actually used a glue gun.
Oh, it's just and they come in different flavors. Some are better constructed than ours. I will have you. Oh,
Yeah.
nice headphone.
Yeah, and you should always have a glue gun. It's got the low temperature and the high temperature. So
I forgot I hadn't had the head glued on. So he didn't appreciate being turned upside down. He lost his head over it.
The difference, I've got two glue guns, and one's a little small one.
That
Oh,
looks
the
like
small one? Yeah.
That's fantastic. It's got an on-off switch. The other one I have is just a plug into the wall one, and it's just much too heavy duty. It just seems to the glue comes out at much too high a rate. But that's a Chinese special, that one. No.
Everybody show your glue guns. This is my plastic gun. It's not printed, but it's my plastic gun.
Looks fairly well.
My glue gun's are way over there, and I'm not getting up to.
But you're right. It's one of those, as soon as you plug it in the wall, it starts getting hot. It's not doesn't have an on-off switch.
You know,
Yeah.
this one's handy. So, I don't know. Just as an aside, the only thing I find it grief is when the stick runs out to you're getting the next stick to go on.
Yeah.
Then pushing the end of one stick to try and get it to the point where it's hooked up.
Where the other one comes in. Yeah.
Push forward mechanism, but no, I could not do electronics on the kit without it.
So your wiring goes everywhere now. Like, I mean, it used to be I had to use tape to hold the wiring down, and that doesn't stay put for any great length of time. At least up until I get the thing sealed.
Also great for doing spiderweb effects, but that's not our story.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yep.
Yeah, you can do some special effects with it.
Yeah.
Also, still working on and off on this SE5A. The minute I'm blocking in the colors
Ah.
inside the fuselage, they're different wood effects. It's all one color here, but what I'll be doing is I'll be using different shades of oil to do the wood grain effect.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Burnt umber for the darker woods, and
One of those techniques that you get better at it with practice, definitely.
yeah. And there's two ways of going about it. I can either just directly do the oil onto the wood with a brush like this here.
Yeah.
Only
Fan brush. Yeah.
finer than this thing. This is just one I happen to grab at random. Or I can literally just cover the whole area with the oil paint, and then use a brush like this with the dampened with the thinners to gradually clean off the oil, as it were, to leave the grain effect.
Yeah.
I've been experimenting with both methods on another piece of plastic somewhere, not on the kit itself, to see which one works for the best for me.
Now, how long does that take to dry once you've done that?
Ages and ages and ages and ages.
Yeah.
But what I'll be doing is I'll be putting the parts into a sealed box and then leaving it in the airing cupboard or something like that for a couple of weeks.
Wow.
It is that I did a propeller at SPAD 28 or SPAD 13. The propeller, and that's done with that technique, and I thought it was never going to dry. But what seemed to help was putting the oil on a piece of tissue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Take some of the thinner out of it, it seems to dry out faster then when you apply it to something.
Mm.
So you just spread it out on a piece of kitchen.
I never had luck with oil paints for that very reason, that it took too dang long to dry.
Yeah. You can do it with acrylic out of a tube. That's it with acrylic paint. It can be done, but it's I've seen people use it that way, but it's usually easier with the oils.
While that's going on, or while that's drying, I could be working away on the photo etch that comes for the kit. Find a piece here that I can lift without actually breaking something. I actually have to use my glasses to see what I'm doing first.
Mm-hmm.
That helps. Right. The rudder pedals. Rudder bar, I should say.
Yeah.
All with about 3 layers of brass, folded and bent and glued.
And once it's in the aircraft, you'll barely see it.
Yeah, but
it'll be buried.
Has etched in holes for the wires that run to the rear for the rudder.
Right. Will you be doing that?
Yep. Oh, I'll be having a go at it anyway.
Okay.
Even if I never see it again, I'll know it's there.
Yeah. Take pictures of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But seeing plenty of pictures. And this here for the
Yeah, I can't see it, Madeline.
Yeah.
Okay, we are seeing it this end. What's that?
That's for the
Looks like a spring.
control column.
Sorry?
Like a leaf spring, but it sort of sits sideways. It's for the control column.
Oh, right.
Okay.
It's sort of like a hinge assembly in the middle of it, and one thing or pivot assembly. But
you don't find that painting that with a spray can, it wouldn't blow away? Or how do you put it all together first and then paint it? Or
put it all together first, and for details like that, it'll be the old-fashioned hairy stick.
Hairy stick, okay.
And hang on a second, something's popped up the screen here. Just want to get rid of. There, I can actually see everybody now. There's that, and primer coat on the Gatto. All except for the conning tower.
Yeah.
Left as is for a bit because I want to see if I can get there's a photo etch detail set for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to leave everything I can actually, still gain
it apart. Yeah.
Interesting. It has all the holes already drilled out where the
limber holes.
Yeah, the other one doesn't have a lot of them drilled out. The German one, and that's a smaller scale too, which is even.
It's a smaller scale, but the overall hull is about just a smidgen over 3/4 the length of the 72 scale. And yet this is a 144 scale.
That's
bigger
a big boat.
Bigger boat, yeah.
But I suppose with the Pacific, there were longer range patrols and what have you. So.
Needed more sandwiches.
Yep.
Is that you? You see, you said you haven't done much, but I think you've done okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much.
That's how we can afford to wait 2 weeks for a piece of wood to dry.
Yes, exactly.
Eventually, when I get the SE5A done, I might even have a go at figure painting.
Oh, that's a big departure for you now. That's excellent.
Nice detail in that.
With a spray can.
Yeah.
I don't think so, Louis. Is that a World War One?
It's World War One. It's World War One pilot in what they called the Sidcut suit.
Yeah, I mean, it must have been this, but it looks like it'd be warm enough anyway. So
no, he needed it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They weren't exact. Well, they were air conditioned. They call it the open air.
Yeah.
Guy.
Yeah, and it probably came from everywhere too. Drafts to the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's you up to date then. I look forward to seeing what you do with the figure now. That'd be interesting. A change for yourself. Phil has joined us, but Phil, I'm sorry to change the order. I think Phil thinks he may have to leave early or something, or he's not sure. If you want to go next, Phil?
I haven't got a lot to say. I haven't done much at all, unfortunately. Things have been happening at home, so really I haven't got. I thought I'd just pop on, say hi, and make up your numbers.
Okay, thank you. No, well, I mean, do you want me to move on to our next victim? Sorry, person.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll do that then. I think James was taking the next spot.
Alrighty. Yeah, I haven't got a lot done this week. It's been so doggone hot and humid that it's been difficult to try to sit in one spot. I'd rather go outside on the bike and enjoy a bit of a breeze than sitting in here and sweltering in the heat. But I finally did. Yesterday broke open my box. I figured I'm getting tired of waiting for the dollhouse kit to arrive, and it's too late now to get started on that for my sister's birthday, so I will have to do that at a future time whenever it arrives. But I cracked open my my wood build kit, so pretty interesting as far as the hardware that is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I got metal anchors. Then there's metal. They're cast metal for the
life
preservers, and
That's
carved wood buckets and metal chain and photo etch.
Here's your life jacket. It's solid metal.
Yeah,
glub.
and some photo etch and that. So
yeah,
that's the hardware kit. And we get into the
Oh, what fun!
laser cut. Yeah.
I still haven't guessed what it is, but
Now, do you use CA with that, or do you use wood glue?
No, I use wood glue.
the wood glue. Yeah.
Yeah, no. You want something that's going. CA sits on top. You want something that's absorbed into the wood. You need a good, not normal white glue, but your wood glue to go into
like
it.
a Gorilla Glue?
No.
And they make a wood.
Yeah, they make it.
They make water activating.
My favorite is just a good old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The stuff you would make furniture with, almost. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
What's the actual ship
Yeah, and 2 stacks
of
planking.
Yep.
That's a lifeboat for the Titanic, isn't it?
That's the Titanic lifeboat. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll show the.
You can tell just by looking at the wood slats.
Yeah.
That's good.
Just memory.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Yes. If only there had been more of them.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a fun story if you read the story, really, of what happened with that.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff about the Titanic. It's
carryover and attitude. I mean, you could tell the same thing with the Bismarck. The Bismarck had a similar story. The admiral there with the Bismarck, they had a full complement of lifeboats built and assigned for it, but he had them all taken off the boat because it cluttered up his deck.
Yeah, ruined the lines.
Yeah.
oh dear. Yeah, and it says a lot about conceit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how long do you think that'll take you?
This will probably, I would say, the hardware build is probably a couple weeks. It's not a lot of pieces.
When you're doing the planking, I remember I did a fishing boat when I must have been 15 or 16, and the planking, every single plank actually physically had to be tapped in with a little micro pin.
Yeah, well, this This one's true. This one's true clinker. So it's a clinker built. So it's true clinker. So you can, yeah,
It's a clinker.
yeah,
So each piece should hold.
yeah. So all the planking is overlapped,
Mm,
except but there will be some shaping because where it comes in flat near the bow and the stern. So
but like building an igloo, you have to shape the pieces to get them to fit.
each individual plank will have to be shaped. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice when it's done. What sort of length is that when it's finished? Does it say?
I think it's 11.5 inches. I think
That's a decent size, yeah.
Mhm.
And again, are you going to stain the wood or just leave it the color it is?
Well, it's going to be painted, but there'll be some light sanding.
Yeah.
And then it gets sealed and then painted. So,
Last question? Who's the manufacturer of the kit?
Augustine, I think. Artesian
Don't know the company. But
Latina.
right.
Italian company, isn't it?
It's an Italian company. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the last time we were in Rome. I looked for model shops, and eventually found a place which was a model shop which sold some kits, but the whole basis of the shop was model boats, and it was crazy. The selection they had was just insane. And a lot of their business is mail order as well, but they had everything, all Egyptian through medieval through all the 16th, 17th, 18th century stuff.
Yeah.
I was really surprised at what they had. But the majority of them were made in Italy as well, so a lot of Italian companies. That's
the same as like two big companies, this company and Dumas and that. They're all Italian companies. Making
and they must still be doing okay if they're still in business, hopefully as well.
Yeah. Oh, they have a huge, especially in, it is in England, but especially in Eastern Europe, huge model boat community, huge model ship community.
Yeah, there's still a couple of model boat magazines as well. Not the same numbers you get with plastic models, but they still have. Still see them. So there's a couple of UK ones, I think, and German ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's you up to date then?
That's me for up to date for right now. Yeah.
What is your sister? Your sister's not getting a birthday present then?
Well, no, I got her a birthday present. But,
Can't you make her a little coming soon type of thing? A little dog house or something that's
I found something else for her. Something.
Very good. Well, excellent stuff. You can't disappoint her on her birthday.
No, I got her something. She's into the Green Man, so I got her a Green Man plaque to go for her collection.
Right, nice one. Interesting. Bob's joined us now as well. Bob Bruskin. I mean, Lou was next. Do you want to swap places, Lou? Or are you happy enough to go next?
Oh, I can go anytime.
Okay. What about you, Bob? Do you have a shout in now?
Yeah, it would be great because I've got to go for too long.
There you go. Great. There you go. Good timing.
They changed my work hours and schedule at work, so I've got
long time no see.
Right. Speaking of which, that's why we got a little bit to show. Since the last time I was here, we did finish our DTO.
Nice.
Very nice.
For the Muscular Dystrophy Awareness Group build. So it's a nice green.
Yeah.
Doesn't show up well in the camera, but let me do a screen share on it. There we go.
And that's a green, you say?
Yeah, it's they call it pure green.
Wow.
It's sort of like I think the subsurface is kind of reflective. Yeah.
Love those rims.
It's almost a.
I could see it there more.
Yeah.
Did it come with the stand?
No, that's one of my furniture sliders.
Right. I mean the GTO part. That.
No, that's an actual.
He stole that off a car.
That's an actual car part. Yeah.
Okay.
There's the
Don't
engine
tell anybody.
compartment. Got it all wired up.
That was nice.
I clicked through. I got some outdoor shots that show the color a little better. There we go.
Oh yeah, you see it. Yeah. Funny how sunlight can make a big difference.
That just comes to life.
On that naturally weathered picnic table that I have. So that's that one. Let me just switch over real quick. Coming up next week, I'm going to the National Model Railroad Association, the National Train Show.
Yeah.
And they're having the shooting for the Guinness World Record for model train layouts and size. And they're doing a system called T-Track, which is a Japanese system. And I built some modules for that. And this is one of the modules that I built. It's going to be on the show next week.
So
this is an N-gauge, which is 160 to 1.
Yeah.
You see the nice scale spider webs there in the corner there.
Yeah.
This is a photo etch.
Oh, the little truck.
Like a little hand car.
Yeah.
There's about 25 parts in that little card.
Yikes.
It's all photo etch, and it's about, a centimeter tall and 2 centimeters long.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So you take your section to the event, and then everyone brings their sections, and they all join together?
They all plug together.
4 sections.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the system. Looks like in a bigger format.
Yeah, they all end and exit the same, so they all plug into each other.
They all interlock, yeah.
Right.
And in case like here we didn't have it, we were section short, so we had to improvise.
They had to make it.
Right.
That's where the river goes.
Yeah. How many in total will there be, do you think?
At the show, there will be probably 25 or 30,000 people.
Wow. And you're not talking just the little people on the.
Yeah. But what I mean is, how, do you know even an approximately how many sections? I mean, is that what's the record?
That's somewhere around 250 or 300, I think.
Gee, gods, right. So they got a lot of tables.
Yeah. And then here's the one that one of the 4 that I'm taking.
You got to pray that they can all line up.
Yeah.
Well, they're only just realizing how small that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the dimensions are all specified, so it's all
right.
No,
This one actually.
I'm talking about the tables lining up.
You can actually buy, or you could at one time, vacuum formed,
right,
polystyrene bases,
yeah,
wood tops. Yeah, they're set up at I actually have somewhere. They made a jig that you put on your modules and lay the track in between it, and it automatically lines it up.
Nice idea.
So I've got that coming up. That's next weekend.
I don't know if that's a UK thing, Randall. Have you any idea? I've never heard of it. Probably is, just not familiar with railway modeling.
Oh, they probably have something there. You'll see people from a lot of people from Europe will be at the show next weekend.
Right.
Because and it's like kind of like they're kind of a world, or it's they call it the National Model Railroad Association, but it's pretty much a world
event
organization. And the last thing I got for today is
next 15.
Next 15.
The old Revell kit.
The old Revell kit that for some reason they built in 1/64 scale.
That was top scale back then.
And they also do a 1/72nd, but I don't know why. What
would you notice
to do it in 1/64?
Yeah. Would you notice a difference really? But it's not.
It's noticeable if you put them beside each other.
Yeah.
The 64 scale was probably the first one that came out, and that was back when they were doing the scale. the boxes were standard size, so they scaled the model to fit the box.
Yeah.
It could be.
The 72 scale one that Revell do now is actually a repop of the monogram one.
Probably isn't fantastic then.
It's quite good actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's a bit basic, but I'm gonna, there's not a whole lot to the X15, so.
72 scale one came out in the 1980s, I recall.
The big thing I noticed was the landing gear is pretty basic, but I'm gonna do it with the gear up, so it's not really gonna matter.
Yeah.
The landing gear was just a skid system, was it not? No.
Yeah, it's not very. It's basically there's a wheel in the front, but it's mostly it's the main gears, the sliders. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one, instead of having the bays on the side for the skids to come out, they're just glued to the side.
Right.
Just like 2 holes you stick the skids into. So I'm just gonna fill those over because I'm gonna do it in flight anyway.
Yeah.
When I'm gonna have to drill out all the RCS ports on it, so they're just little raised bumps on it. So, but I'll have to. It should look pretty good when I'm done.
It's not any anniversaries or anything for the X15. No, it wouldn't be anything like that. No.
No, I just always kind of wanted one, and one popped up on eBay for halfway decent price, and
But it certainly qualifies for the real space build.
it would, I guess.
Yeah. Some of the astronauts
They came close.
It came close,
Well,
and it is NASA, so.
Yeah.
So some of them got their astronauts' wings, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they managed to fly above what's called the Kármán line, which is 100 kilometers or 60-something miles.
Yeah.
And they managed to fly past that, so they gained their astronaut wings. Some of the more famous pilots of them were Neil Armstrong. He flew one, or he flew through them.
They definitely went high enough that it couldn't rely on control surfaces for control flight, and they had to have the reaction thrusters on it to keep it under control. So, well, I'll probably do that. Enter it for the real space build. It won't take me probably a day or two to build it. It's only got about 25 parts, and that's a fairly easy paint job. Actually, I think the hardest part of the paint job would be, if I could try to do it, would be to model the frost on it.
Yeah.
Because the fuel made the actually caused the outside of the fuselage to a big patch of frost on the top.
Could you use like crystallized CA?
Possibly. Put some oil on it and close it up in a box of CA and let it like fog on. Maybe, I don't know.
That or
do a couple test things.
Yes, you get that.
That spray frosting like for Christmas
Spray,
time.
like the snow. The snow.
And Randall could do it in a rattle can.
Actually, they make some landscape artificial like frost snow that you can get. It's in the railways. Well,
I'm
just be aware of that.
Couple course for that. It's actually ground up milk bottle plastic.
Yeah, the question would be whether it's steel.
It's too big.
Too coarse. Yeah.
You would need some. I mean, obviously, salt crystals would be a similar idea, but they're far too big as well. So unless you could find something that crystallizes,
like a powdered sugar, maybe
something really small,
And that
talcum powder,
transparent.
Talcum powder.
Yeah,
possibly.
What about those little micro beads that they use to fill in CA and stuff?
In that scale, could you not just get away with flat white paint? Mist it on?
Yeah. As long as it's transparent enough, possibly,
Yeah, that might be the best plan. Something with a bit of translucency to it. Should work, Excellent, Bob. As always, you're busy, and good luck with the nationals.
Yeah, it could be fun. It's 4 days in a hotel room, eating pizza.
Is it a big journey for you?
No, it's in Kansas City. It's only 3 hours from my house. I actually considered commuting part of the weekend, but I think I'm just gonna stay up there.
Yeah, but better to chill and relax and enjoy it rather than. And
That's
I
a
know
3-day show, so I considered going up on for the first day, and then coming home and skipping the second day and going back on the third. But I may just stay up there all weekend.
I've quite a few friends who are at the Star Trek convention in Las Vegas, which looks amazing this year. It's the same thing. It's not most people go and stay, even some who live in Las Vegas stay in the hotel because they don't want to miss any of the things that are going on at the convention for the same reason. But that's an hour. That's something else I won't be at. I think at any time in the near future, but I can only dream.
Well, the show there is pretty much brings out its big cannons on Friday morning. So all the big announcements and everything exciting happens there. And then you go on Sunday afternoon to hit the vendors that don't want to pack up sales.
Right.
Get the bargains. Get
The
the
desperation sales.
Yeah. Which is
So if you want something new and exciting, just released, you grab it on Friday morning. And if you don't want to pay a lot for it, you get it on Sunday evening.
That sounds a lot like Wonderfest.
yeah. You
In
just
between, there's not a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
you just hope they don't sell out.
That's your risk.
That's the risk. You're gambling, with certain things. So
If you're really desperate for that item, might as well buy it when it's higher than risk that you're going to lose it at the end for looking for a cheaper price.
Well, that's where you hit the stuff like that they're going to have, like the tool vendors. You hit them hard on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Or you send me in first because I have that luck. I will spend the big money on Friday and then it'll still be there Sunday for half price.
Yeah.
The thing I was positive would sell out. Oh, they still have stacks of them.
Oh, they'll be yeah. Oh no, come back and that should be fun.
Yeah, that happened to me in San Antonio last year. I walked around the show early and there were like 10 or 12 models of B-36, the big monster monogram kit.
Yeah.
I thought, I'll pick one up later if I find one at a good price. By noon, I walked the vendor room again, and there wasn't one to be found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody come through and bought every stinking one of them.
And they were selling them in the parking lot.
Maybe.
Or on eBay the next day. That's all.
Probably.
Probably. That's you up to date, Bob? Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. The only other thing I was going to say about the Star Treks, everyone keep quiet, it's him. The only other thing I was going to say about the Star Trek convention was I know they had some more Anavos here selling the Enterprise and the Discovery. They had a few more sort of those on display.
Yeah.
Been a few more videos of it put up. It looks amazing, but the price is just insane.
For $9,000, it can be yours.
And as I say, Anavos have a terrible reputation, so interested to see what eventually appears.
But for $9,000, I would spend 1,000 building my own, and then I'd use the other 8 to go on all day.
Yeah, well, true. But there you go. We know this, but the people who haven't a clue about building anything, Carmen, they're all, that would be nice. Oh my God, I want one.
Yeah. People get caught.
And face it, that's the right audience for it. If you can afford to go to Las Vegas in the first place, that's the right audience.
It's not cheap, Lou, but it's worth every penny. I've been once in 2010, and really I would recommend it to anyone who has. This year's one especially looks amazing. Some of the stuff that's going on, but I know I forgot my track now. Come back to me. It's gone. Typical old age. I know the time I was there in 2010, there weren't a lot of models. I was disappointed. I was expecting to see a lot more. But again, the thing about conventions now, people walk around with a camera and do a live broadcast.
Yeah.
You want them to stop at that desk. Don't walk past that one. I want to see more detail of that item.
Yeah.
You just walk on because it's not of relevance to them. But there we go. Well, Lou, you want to have a go now and chat about your video from this?
Sure. I've had a fun couple of weeks. I got a new patron saint for the workshop, and here's my new patron saint. So I'm wondering, whenever I feel low and don't feel I feel like what I'm doing is worth anything, I look over to this picture and I am immediately cheered up. It's like, as long as Star was giving me the thumbs up, life is good.
And Federation text as well.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. It took a long time to do that picture. A lot longer than it should have.
I tell you. But you guys know how much I lusted after that Galileo. You know. And boy, I gotta tell you, nothing beats seeing
I was worried you were going to say how long I've lusted after Carwin.
No.
Galileo.
Oh, don't knock it.
I professionally lust after Carwin.
Yes. Okay, there you go.
But that you thought it looked good on video. It doesn't hold a candle to how good it looks in real life.
This is Carwin we're still talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Sorry,
that
I'll shut up.
Really, will you? I find it hard to believe. So this last week, I finished up the Caldorian. Let me screen share some pictures of that finished thing here.
Yeah, that's good.
Boom. And okay, I want to get that window off of there. Okay, a couple shots. Looks much the same from the front as it does from the back.
Yeah.
Like about a three-sided design, it looks the same all the way around. Boom. And
Nice, lovely paint job.
thank you. George asked me what color of blue it is. That's like 9 colors of blue. It's sort of like Randall and his blacks. It's like made up of 9 different colors of blue to get the thing done.
Yeah.
And then I started on the Big Reliant, which is all in the new video. Let's see how much of this I can carry over.
Wow.
It is huge by the time you pick it up. It is made from the 350 kit. This is a conversion kit that is made to be used with the 350 saucer and the cells.
Why does it have one chunk that's gray on the saucer? Is that?
Oh, that's me. That's me painting the saucer. I used that saucer back when I was making my Aztecs for it. So I painted one pie wedge and showed the different stages. That's just
I thought it was a cutout section or something. I was wondering why.
No, that's just me.
Okay.
Monkeying around with paint. Let's see. Oops. You were talking about this guy?
Yes, I thought it was some. Okay, yeah. Understood. Yes.
Yeah.
It looks heavy.
It is.
Yeah, is it solid resin? I know it's hollow cast in the back, but
yeah, it's hollow cast. And then I went in and cut some excess ports so that I can get to the wiring and whatnots. I'll have to neaten those up, but that's how I get into it.
Nice idea.
Yeah, it's pretty much how they've done it on the studio model, really.
Wouldn't be surprised because, it's a brilliant idea, so I can't be the first person to think of it.
Yeah, that is pretty much how they did it. It's not too far away.
And this is the neat thing I found yesterday. I went to the auto parts store, and
underlighting
for the nacelles.
Car.
Yeah. The Pimp My Ride section. I mean, it's
12 volt. Yeah.
12 volt, but the whole thing comes with the little battery pack, the switch, and everything. It was like, that's a pretty good deal just by itself to get the little connectors and the wiring and everything else that I'm not going to be using, but I could use on another kit.
Are you going for a lighting kit from anyone specific or lighting board?
No, I'm just going to do basic lighting. I was thinking of running navs and strobes, but because I can't get to everywhere, it was kind of, I would have like 2 of the navs, but I couldn't get to the 3rd and 4th one, so I decided not to put those in.
Right.
The back of the well, let me show you
because of the way the resin
settled. This area right in here is pretty much solid.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, it's okay where the impulse crystal is, but most of this is solid, so I really can't get in there to hollow it out.
Yeah.
So I worked in about as much as I could to get to it, but
you don't want to affect the structural integrity.
yeah, I mean, I realized if I had waited, or if I'd cut those big panels out before I had joined it to the rest of the saucer, I probably would have broken it 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
So having it already attached to the saucer gave it the structural stability for me to be able to cut those big access holes out without damaging it.
You'd wonder if Polar Lights could produce one without too much grief, because obviously they've got the molds for the refit. But
well, maybe like I said, it's sort of like buying the kit and then having or not buying the kit at a show and then not being able to find it, or buying it and then having the price go up or whatever. I think if I spend enough time on this and really sweat out the details and really spend a lot of time and money on it, the next day they will announce that they're coming out with a kit.
That's usually how it works.
All of it would have been for naught. So I think I'm doing this as a public service to you, the modeling community, to build this and spend a lot of time and sweat and energy so that round 2 will announce their kit.
Yeah.
That's usually the way it goes.
Yeah. So you can thank me later for that.
That'd be a license to print money for round 2, I think.
Yeah, that Katinga is going to be a license enough. And if it goes well, hey, if you're going to buy a Katinga, go buy 2 or 3, because if they see money being spent on Trek items, they will make more Trek items. That's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and in the UK, our usual story, we'll be buying 1 if we can just about afford it. That's the problem.
Yeah, remodel the house.
I got to work on some kind of underground railroad for you guys.
If you were in China, it would be no problem. The problem is anything that comes from the US just gets taxed to the hilt. It's just they automatically assume it's.
I got to drive up to Canada and mail it from there.
Same.
Yeah.
Same difference.
I thought they were just seeing the U.S. address.
No, and anywhere in North America, so they assume it's something expensive and will get taxed on it. But if Amarang, the UK distributor, would be sensible and not milk it, they're just milking it with the wholesale price is insane.
Yeah.
So that's been passed on by the retailers, and
as long as we get everything imported before March, it'll be fine. Because come March, we're going to be up a creek without a paddle.
Yes.
So you think the secret would be to fill like a tanker ship, and then just sail it over there and park off the
coast,
White Cliffs of Dover, and then just deal out of the back of the boat.
They just have boats drive out and just sail off the boat, just do it as an offshore sailing thing.
That's what I'm thinking. I'd run dinghies back and forth to the shore, but
some model offshore hypermarket.
What you
international waters.
What they have over there is they used to have a whole string of pirate radio stations on
I've seen
islands off the 200-mile limit.
Yeah,
go up to the hobby shop inside one of those abandoned places.
Yeah,
and you can go out in your rowing boat to get your model.
Yeah.
A pirate radio station, a pirate model shop.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, I think there'll be a limited number of them imported in by Amarang. I know, not Jadlam, the other company, Jumbly's models have a £5 deposit deal they're doing at the moment. You put down £5 and you're guaranteed to get one, because they then can order the number.
Right.
Well, touch wood, they will be able to get them. I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and do that, because I want one. I know Randall probably would do the same.
Yep.
It's one of those things again. There's certain kits that you just have to have. Phil, yeah. Well, I should have. Well, I don't think I knew that would happen anyway. Although you probably buy it from the States, Phil, and
no. I've put my deposit with Jumbly's.
Right. I must do it, because I'm putting it off, and I'll regret it if I don't. It's like the Discovery model, which that Japanese company, Kayado or something.
Kayado, yeah.
Yes. I mean, the official prices appeared this week or last week, and it's just, the the kit by itself is $400. That's expensive for the US. But the already built ones are just they're worse than that Anavos Enterprise and Discovery.
Yeah,
that's what people are prepared to pay. The market's always based on that. You want to chat about anything, Caroline, or are we just on for say hello?
We can talk about stuff if we want to.
Yeah, are you building anything at the minute, or is that just all in abeyance?
No, I am working on something,
Well, I know about Red Dwarf, yes.
Red Dwarf.
Well, let me just take the camera here and look down.
Now, Lou, control yourself.
I don't know if you can see exactly what you can see there.
Yeah.
I see a bloody
some,
brilliant model is what I see.
you got some windows there on that side. All this. I started putting them on. Let's go around here.
Where's that nose cone? Where's the nose?
The nose is that. but I've also got it on its base, which is now looking like this.
Look at that.
So it's still going to be painted, but it's been sanded and smoothed and everything. So that's it's nice. But it sits on the base very well. But what's weird about it is because when I built it, I put the stand in and it's off center.
Right.
So the weird thing is that when you look at Red Dwarf, it kind of looks like it's floating.
Right.
Because it's not when you see it from the front as well. It's because it's off center. It's just not.
You have to make room for the asteroid, right?
Oh yeah. That's why it's off center. I never intended to do it, but it's got this weird sort of parallaxing effect, whereby it's just not. It just looks like it's floating. It just looks like it's hovering. So but yeah. So there's that's how it's looking right now. There's a couple of other things that got to be done. There on the outside on some of the bodywork. I had a bit of a problem. It was my fault of my own making. And when I was working on the base, I was mixing up some epoxy, and I had some on my hand. And when I went to move the model, I had dripped epoxy all across the underside.
Oh.
And by the time I noticed, it was like a spider's web gone across the underside of the model.
Uh-huh.
So I had to take the model, turn it back upside down, strip it all back, and start again. So, but it's all red again now, and it's all looking pretty good. But I mean, let me just pull this out here. And do I have a light source? No. Do I have a heavy source?
We can't see it. We can't see it.
Oh, I can see it just beautifully.
So yeah, and I got the asteroids painted. The little asteroids that are embedded in the. I can't work out how my camera works. So yeah.
It looks amazing.
You know what I say?
But yes, so yeah, let me just pick this up like this because it should be easier to. Because yeah, it can turn quite freely on the base. So yeah, I'm just starting to put some of the windows on now, as well. But yeah, you can get like sort of the.
But is there any?
Outside. No, sorry.
So what?
We nearly had Liam singing there.
But yeah, so it's all good. Everything's coming along. I want to finish off doing the base today, and then I'll be looking at doing the forks. I snapped one of the bloody forks last night, so I'm gonna have to remold one of those. So that's not a problem because I still got all the silicone and everything here. So I still got all the glove bolt and everything. So I'm gonna have to remold one of those, and then. Like I've actually got something here as well to actually protect them for transport as well. So
I was going to ask Carwin, does the dwarf come up off of that post to mail it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, it all comes apart.
Okay.
You take a tool to it, and then it flies off.
Okay.
I was wondering how long it would be.
Okay, who's the guilty party?
Bob's looking innocent.
Yeah. Yeah, very well. So there you go. So yeah.
Dun,
But
dun, 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 dun.
the actual, let me, if I actually lift it off, I'll actually show you how this works. You're gonna need to know this anyway, Lou. So,
Y'all talk amongst yourself. Carmen and I are going to be.
Oh, we're happy. We're not complaining.
so basically, let me just take that off there. So, Red Dwarf just lifts straight off the post. So that's yeah. Oh crap! I just took the forks off. Not the forks, the rings. It's okay. They were only test fitted anyway, so it's okay.
Because he's the Lord of the Rings.
I keep forgetting about them. So that just lifts straight off the tube. So let's put that there, nice and safe. The base itself, I just took that off there.
Yeah.
But before this gets painted, this then just slots out.
Oh, okay, cool.
So this actually just sits in there nice and tight. It can't go anywhere. It's absolutely solid. This is about 12 mil of solid acrylic. So it really can't go anywhere.
I thought your wiring ran down the post. That's what was confusing.
It does.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm still...
Good guess.
Is there a jack in there or something to disconnect or?
No, not at the moment. No.
It's how you took it apart so quickly. I was going,
Yeah.
We'd be sitting going,
No. So basically, all you do is you put the wiring down there at the moment.
Yeah.
And then you slot that, you put the wire in through the hole in there, and then that just drops in there, and Red Wolf sits on top.
Lovely.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, yeah. Basically, no, because the reason being was that I had another base for Red Wolf that I spent time building, and it was just crap. It was just awful. I kept throwing new ideas out there, and nothing was sticking. And then when I looked at it at the end, it was just like, that's garbage. So, like, right, let's do this and make it a bit more simple. So I thought I'd do this instead. Makes it a nice simple base. Put the Jupiter Mining Core badge on there.
That's 3D printed? Yeah.
Yeah. But I had to build it. I had to build it as a CG model, and then that took about 6 hours to do. So, but then print that out. That sits on there like that, and then Red Dwarf sits on top. And I think it's nice, simple. I'm going to do this as a sort of a gloss black. So it'll be nice because the badge itself. I didn't want to do anything too bright or anything because Red Dwarf itself is just it's a red color.
Yeah.
So there's really you don't want this is supposed to be red and black, so I made it silver and black because you don't want too much red because it's a lot of red to look at.
Right, and it's a base. It's not supposed to outshine the ship.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want the base to be its own model in itself. So,
no.
But yeah. So this afternoon now, I'm gonna affix these rings to Red Dwarf. Look at that color red. That is an awesome color red. It is just gorgeous. But yeah, I'm gonna fix those to Red Dwarf. I'm gonna remold the broken fork that needs to be done. And I've got to repaint the underside of the ship where I had to sand it all back. So yeah, because you can see some of the damage there. Or maybe you can't, I don't know. But it's all up the side everywhere.
If you say so.
Yeah.
No, it is, trust me. It's but so yeah, that's got to be redone. So there's a bit of work to do, but it's like we're talking about. Hopefully, Friday this week now it'll be all finished. Fingers crossed. Beautiful.
So where is the shuttlecraft? It's now in your
It's in my greedy hands.
Showroom.
Yes, I've got it sitting right now below my big enterprise that I've yet to build. But it's going to be on that same pedestal in the center of the room.
Could I ask that you didn't get hit for any kind of import duty in the States at all with that, or did you?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand your English.
Did you get taxed when it arrived?
No.
It's an unfair world we live in.
I got it. I
No,
just
we
got those
definitely get hit
2
for
nice
customs.
boxes. The mailman brought them up to the house. It was lovely.
Actually, brought them to the house. I thought American mailman stood 50 feet away and did this.
No. That's them UPS guys.
Oh, right.
That's
Okay.
yes,
I've seen some of the videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes. Well, no.
Yeah. Drop kick the television and all that. Yeah.
I'm so glad you joined us, Carmen. That's impressive as always. I mean, that's superb. I think Lou. I can see why Lou had a moment.
Yeah, well,
Luke came over. Okay.
there was a point last night because I was working on this till about 3 a.m. this morning, and it was literally it was getting to about 3 a.m. and literally the standard the base had just finished drying, the primer coat, and I just sort of put it on its stand for the first time. As it sat there and I looked at it, it was just like, oh, I'm going to sell in mine. No, it is. Honestly, it is. I'm very, very happy with the way that it's looking. It actually put a smile on my face because of the amount of work that I put into this and the amount of things that have gone wrong and gone right, and it's just there was a feeling of when it sat on the stand for the first time, there was a feeling of I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, the blood, sweat, and tears in it.
Yeah, so it gave me a little giggle. So yeah, so hopefully when Lou gets it, he'll be very happy with it. And if you like, you can send it back to me.
I think it may be an X-rated video on YouTube.
Yeah, you'll have to be 18 or above to watch it.
But yeah, so it's all looking pretty good. Like I said, there are things here or there that I've got to do. Like I said, with the underside, because when I did notice the epoxy had dripped, it went across literally like a spider web.
Yeah.
So it had stuck to all little parts of the model. So I've had to go back in with a bit of sandpaper and just clean off all these parts all around the place. So but you know what? It's the asteroid is done now. The rings are done. Most of the paint, well, 3/4 of the paint is done. So I've got to do the back end then, and the forks, and that's it. So yeah, it shouldn't be too long before this is being put into a box and sent to the US of A.
Now, did I understand that this will be your last video on it, though?
This will be the last time I'm doing my model update video.
Yeah.
So I'm stopping doing it. What I'm doing is that I'll be doing videos, but they'll be complete build videos.
Right.
So instead of doing a week by week blog of how a build is going, it's going to be this is the build from the start to the finish, and it's all complete in one video.
Wow.
The reason for that, honestly, one of the reasons for it was a problem with YouTube.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't let me change the name of my channel. So I couldn't change the name of my channel without changing the name of every Google account that I've got.
Yeah.
Which you could add a new account, right?
You can, yeah, but then I've already got like 700 odd people subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
Providing you tell them, most people. I mean, I've had that before. Where Steve Neal's done it in the past. He's changed names. You just tell people that I'm moving to. You'll lose some, yes, but
you kind of lose your history and your analytics that way, though.
Yeah.
So all you need to do really is to be able to change the name of your channel, And because what it is, I wanted to actually make my channel more dedicated for model building.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to start up my own channel in my own name. So all the stuff that had nothing to do with model building, I could put on that channel.
Right.
Yeah.
But the problem is I can't change the name of my channel without changing the name of all my Google accounts.
Yeah.
So why they won't let you do that, I don't know. So, but you can't even start up a channel and copy videos across. What you can do is start up a channel and merge it.
Yeah.
Which is not what I want to do. So that was part of the problem. Was that, you know, all right, if I'm going to do these videos, I don't want to let my video channel, my YouTube channel, get swamped by my model update videos all the time, because that's pretty much all it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do other things and put other things on my YouTube channel. So basically, I'm gonna scrap my model update at the end of this build and do more condensed videos.
Yeah.
So
I know they're crazy that way, because the only reason I have my YouTube channel's got a different name than my Google Plus name was because the name I had on YouTube predated before Google took over YouTube. So I've actually got 2 YouTube channels, one under my Google name and one under my YouTube name.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I could start up another channel. That's not a problem. I've already got another channel, but I could start up another channel, but it's not what I wanted to do. It's what I wanted to do is just simply change the name of my channel, because I don't want to lose the subscribers that I've got.
You should be able to, but I don't know why you can't do that, because things happen.
Because it's linked the accounts. It's not just your Google Plus account. It's the Google AdSense, what's it called? The Gmail. All that stuff is all linked to the one account.
But that's all software, so it should not be a big issue.
You'd think that, but you don't work for Google.
You think that?
Seriously, it's crazy. So yeah, but my model update's coming to an end, and because again, there's other things that I want to get on with as well. So there's other things that I want to put on my YouTube channel, and other things that I want to do. So, and it just makes it easier for me for handling what YouTube is doing. So, and that's pretty much it, really.
Well, no, excellent update, excellent build. Pleased, a very pleased customer, I think, as well here. So
yes, very much.
Good,
fantastic. We sort of we've chatted to everyone except me, and I haven't got very much to talk about, unfortunately, because I haven't been here. I've been wandering about the country, waiting on airplanes to turn up that didn't, and things like that. So it's been a bit of a messy week for me, but I did a little bit on the X-Wing before I went away, but basically what I did, I built it in the snap together format, and I primed it, and I did it because what I want to do is add sort of a lot of detailed painting. I came across a guy on Brit Modeler, which is one of the forums here, but he built the 172nd scale Bandai, but I don't think I can emulate this.
Oh, the cockpit.
But
that's 1/72.
That's 1/72 scale, Lou.
Yikes!
It's insane. I mean, obviously the guy knows what he's doing. There's a second picture, another picture. Hold on. Different view. But 1/72 scale. I mean, I'll do what I can, but which is why I printed these out like this to try and sort of copy what he's done.
Yeah, the helmet insignia are decals. I know that
they are. I mean, the decals that come with the thing are superb. There's no question when you see how small some of them are.
Yeah, it's like 3 dots of ink held together.
Yeah. I mean, the helmet is where's the helmet?
Down in the corner, down in the
bottom.
It's under your thumb, I think.
Sorry, you're right.
It even comes with decals for the droids.
Yeah, the different droids for the top. So you can't just build it straight and put the decals or the stickers on. But no, it's the guy it's for. I'm trying to do a slightly better job of it if I can. So that's my thing this week, to try and get that detailing done in the cockpit to as best as I can do. Okay, Bob has to head off to earn a crust.
About
Bye, Bob. Bye, Bob.
Good
But
Bob.
I don't know how much. Again, it's back to the old thing about I can spend days and days and days at the thing. But this week, I'm actually working every day for the next 2 weeks, covering annual leave for someone at the hospital. But I hope in the evening to try and get a little bit done on it. Last week after the last hangout, I was in Dublin for a night. I had to go and collect something from the airport, and I went into there's a big toy shop in Dublin called Toy Master. They have a huge big, my God, Caravan's disappeared. They have a huge big model section in it, and I saw a kit I had read about and saw a couple of reviews of, and it was very, very tempted. And then I checked the price in Dublin in euros. It was 40 euros. I thought, I better check what price it is on Amazon. Amazon was a little bit cheaper, but then Jadlam Racing, who I buy a fair bit of stuff off, had it instead. So it's the new version of the Mustang that Revell have brought out in 1/32 scale. Again, like Airfix, their kits have come on.
is its name the Lou 4?
No, it is a Lou 4. Yes, I beg your pardon.
I approve. I
Oh,
approve.
it is. So you can see the sort of detail they have now in the kit. Compared with, in the okay, you approve, okay. Yes, carbonized. It's been carbonized. So it's a beautiful kit, really, really nicely put together. Been a couple of builds of it on YouTube where, again, they've literally put the pieces together and they've stayed in place because it's so well engineered. Loads of extras coming out. These are things, photo etch and all the rest of it. None of that rubbish. Not touching any of that. So it's again it's an aircraft I love. It's one of the few non-Axis aircraft that I like the idea of. I'm usually more a Luftwaffe builder, but I love that one. But again, there's two options in painting it, which will be a big decision. There's a choice of.
Look at how thick the book is.
Oh yeah, well it's not that thick. It's thick enough. It's not that thick. There's the aluminum version with some camouflage on it, and there's also the desert version, which is completely boring, but easier.
Boring.
I know. Okay, we'll see what happens. But the even the way that Revell do their instructions now. I mean, they show the parts are colored in the color they need to be painted.
Well, so that's the nice thing about color printing getting cheaper and cheaper because
yes,
it's easier to do instructions and cost effective to print them in color.
Yeah,
and it makes it so much easier for the builder.
And it's a decent size model when it's built as well.
Use paper print all the instructions they used to do.
Oh yeah, you're lucky if they used Sharpie on toilet paper before.
Yeah, like the instructions for that lunar module.
Yeah,
like this thing for that idea about how to do the gold.
How to crumple your foil.
Yeah, if you crumpled it up the way they showed you there, you'd never get it uncrumpled again.
No,
it's more like he's washing his hair.
Yes. rinse after use. I know, but but that's where I am at the minute. I say. Need to get back on the saddle again. Hopefully, the next 2 weeks, because we're not going anywhere. Thank God, and probably won't be going anywhere for quite some time now, since we got the credit card bill. But since we won't be going anywhere now, and my next big event's October, the Star Trek convention in the UK in Birmingham. But that's not modeling. That's cosplay. That's different. So that's where I stand at the minute with the stuff. But so I have to try and get this sort of done a little bit more than I can. My friend's supposed to be collecting the Enterprise, not next weekend, but the following weekend. And all I've got left to do with that's the fate. And then that's me with modeling, perhaps a little bit slowing down because the Star Trek event's coming up, and I know I have a lot of cosplay stuff to sort out for that. But I noticed one of our regular, well, not so regular recently, right enough, but regular attendees. I want to say, Wayne has been Wayne's been getting into the aircraft, which I was surprised.
Wow.
Not surprised to see, but it's nice to see. But
when's the tracks on that?
Sorry?
Where are the tracks?
Of course, yes, well, of course. No
Yeah,
tracks.
where's the tracks?
No
Yeah.
tracks.
I don't see a big turret and a gun on there.
No.
And no, he's done a good job of it too. I mean, and then what I did notice was that his next post after that on the page was this.
Ooh.
So he's got another aircraft. So he's definitely maybe,
Yeah.
which is again the fact that it's got twin engines and looks exactly like the previous one, except for the fact that it was a jet rather than a propeller. But there you go. But it's interesting to see his.
Looks exactly like the previous one, except that there's props, drops
Yeah.
down, two bits which sit side by side, etc., etc. It's a tail dragger. Yeah, well, it looks exactly the same.
Yeah. Very, very, very strange that he's gone for some other. Well, I suppose you could say that about all tanks look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shouldn't say that. Poor Wayne. He's not here to defend himself.
It's okay, all cars look the same.
Oh, true.
Don't you listen.
Well, you build 176 scale tanks, which is even more insane. That's another story. Anything else anyone wants to chat about? Anything else coming up, or anything else that anyone sort of thinks? I saw this week in the news, or
Well, one thing I saw which could be interesting is Paul Estevez, I think he's got a new model of his figures, which is now cast paper of his figurines.
Well, presumably you have to seal them first, then before they.
No, well, you can assemble them because you can assemble them in any position that you want, so you can make them fit whatever you want. They come in several different scale sizes, but his original ones were all just layered card.
Oh, you mean the stuff that's like a 3-dimensional thing where it's a layer?
Yeah,
layer
the original ones were all layered card. Then earlier this year, he came out with a paper cast head, which looks more realistic. Now he's got a paper cast body, which looks more realistic. So he posted that this week on the community. So that looks really interesting. I think I'm almost ready to order a couple of those. I'm curious about them. So
Fun with papier-mâché.
yeah.
Well, although if it depends on the degree of compression. You get to the stage where it's like MDF almost if it's really compressed, but
yeah.
Probably can be sanded and everything.
Yeah.
I must admit, I saw some pictures of those. They look really impressive.
Yeah, and he has the paper clothing and all that for the different. He's got a whole series of the clothing for them.
This is on the Google Plus community.
Yes.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't look very often. It's a terrible thing to say, but Facebook is just so quick, and you're on Facebook looking at our stuff. Click through a couple of sites, and because I'm an admin on Amazing Scale Models, and more importantly, because of the amount of time it takes, admin on the cosplay costume page, it's crazy how much time I spend on there. But the biggest problem, people put up fit selfies all the time. I just constantly deleting selfies. You're here to tell us. Well, in a sense, it's a bit like a modeling page, people putting up pictures of their finished models.
Yeah.
Which is different for modelers, but for cosplayers, people want to know, well, how'd you do this? How'd you do that? It'd be almost like we wouldn't allow any finished model pictures on Amazing Scale Models unless you included all the details of what paint was it, what kit was it, how you finish it, what you do this, did you put lights, and so on and so on and so on. But we had to start doing this on the other page that I'm admin of, because it was just all selfies and whatever. It became very, very, very boring very quickly. What else? As I said earlier on, I know Jack said I could pop in and do this one this week to sort of keep the iron in the fire. But there won't be one in 2 weeks' time. It'll be the 25th of August, because that's when I think he wants to get back in the saddle again. Yeah. There won't be a show tomorrow night, because I'm not doing a midnight show. Randall could do it if he wants. I'm not doing a midnight show, but I think Jack's just taking that a little bit more of a rest again. I think we've probably eaten up as much time as we want to eat up today. I know my wife was concerned I'd be here at 3 o'clock and I'll be getting my head chewed off, but whatever happens that way. But no, thanks guys. If you're all happy, everyone finished, nothing else anyone wants to add?
One last note.
Oh yeah, please.
Anyone has seen the YouTube video from Comic-Con with Frank, formerly of Mobius, It's on the Tested's page. They not only did they show the big discovery, but they also showed the mock-up of the EVA pod, and that thing is literally the size of a basketball.
Yeah, it looks.
Oh yeah.
It is going to be sweet. If it is the last model you ever make, you will still die a happy man.
How much detail? Or is it
Complete interior, ready to light up and all that kind of stuff. The only thing it does not have is an astronaut. I mean, there's no, and really with all that beautiful detail in there, who wants to clutter it up with a Dave?
Is it 1/6 scale?
1/10.
1/10, yeah.
1/10. Yeah.
So
literally, Frank pulls it out of the case so that you can look at it. It is, and that's only a test shot. I think that's even the 3D printed version, but it is going to be beautiful.
I think I saw $190 mentioned. Was that too low?
I want to say that they're probably. I don't know. I would imagine they would probably want to keep it under 150, but I'm not sure.
Do you not think, however, that Mobius are going down that road of not exclusivity so much? It's more that they sort of the pricing models to a point where it is.
Well, I'll tell you, it's the subject matter, because a 15-year-old kid is not buying 2001 kits anyway.
No,
it's becoming more niche.
So, yeah, I could see them making that because of the subject matter, making it more specialized and more niche. But the Franklin and the Kelvin are much cheaper, but they're also smaller and have less detail in them.
Yeah, I mean it does. It looks amazing, and it's one of those ones again. Be nice, but
and the arms are all going to be articulated and movable and all that kind of stuff.
It would be on a wish list, shall we say? Yeah. Not necessarily a buy list, but a wish list. Which the wish list keeps getting bigger and bigger. It's like the big Discovery as well, the 2001 Discovery. It looks amazing, the big one, but again, it's just.
Well, it's the old saying: the difference between men and boys is the price of their toys.
Yeah, true. Or the size of their mortgage.
Yeah.
But well, I mean that's that kit's coming out, the Discovery's coming out, the Katinga's coming out, whatever other Star Trek kits they decide to release next year.
Enterprise is coming out as well,
but nothing definite yet, Carmen. It's just been.
I believe they said that they're working on getting
the question of the scale. I think they are planning on doing Discovery, Enterprise, and Shenzhou at least at one scale, and then it's a question of, do you want to see the bigger scales?
Yeah, the Shenzhou, I love the Shenzhou. Just I don't know why I like that design.
It's an interesting design.
Yeah,
it looks very next gen though. It looks very post First Contact.
Yeah,
very John Eves.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And as an aside to that, I noticed this morning I was on looking at something else on TrekCore, and they're bringing out a series of books about Starfleet ships.
I was wondering if you were going to bring that up, because I think I saw the same thing you did.
It's the first one is sort of from the Phoenix up to the NX series, with a whole series of ships in between, including the Botany Bay and strange things like this. It's an odd, very, very. If you go to Amazon, they give you a look inside preview. They show you about 50% of the pages.
Yeah.
That earlier period, then we've got one.
Oh, he's freezing up.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. I'll find it. Here, 2 seconds. I'll get it now.
I'm sorry. I thought you were going to talk about another one, because I'd seen a book on Amazon.
John Eves book.
Specifically on John Eves.
Yes, I was coming to that. Let me get there.
We're beating around the same bush.
I know. They all look. They're actually very similar to the Doug Drexler
Ships of the Line book.
Yeah, same idea. Yeah. Hold on, I'll share this. It won't let you look inside the John Eves book, but bear with me a second. It's a handy feature on Amazon if you do want to see a book to see if it's worth buying. So I go
especially if it's an art book.
share that one. Comes up okay.
Yeah, that's the one I was
So,
talking
so that's the John Eves one with that's an example of cover and the Enterprise E sort of the designing of it, the Borg sphere, ships from the Zundy ships, yeah. Then the thing about all is designed for weapons and so on, and so that's the previews that they have on that, and that's obviously
that's my wallpaper screen right now.
Yeah, which is the new Enterprise.
Yeah.
Which he's done. If well, obviously he has done it. Then if it's in the book, he has done a superb job of it. This will be fun doing the lighting there to get the NCC 171 those little micro SMDs or something.
Yeah,
I think you're gonna have to do the old
with the his version of the Enterprise 1.5 or whatever.
Yeah, true. And then getting that. Look how thin the shuttle deck is.
Yeah.
It's extended at the back.
Yes. So that's that book, which looks worth, you know.
That's also in next year's Ship of the Line calendar.
Right, and then this is the other two books. There's hold on, is there more? There may even be more. This is getting crazy.
Yeah, because it looks like
there's that one.
2 or 3 volumes of them.
Yeah, which is Voyager and Beyond. That's what they've done. So if you click on the look inside of it, that's me.
Yeah, it looks like they've got the original series, the movies, and the next gen.
Yeah, if you want to get an idea what's in the book, it basically takes you through and shows you pages from the book. It actually shows you a hell of a lot of the book.
Yeah,
the whole big thing.
So that's a lot of Sternbach right there.
Look at that! Yeah. Oh my God, no, that just looks awful.
Yeah, that's a Swiss Army knife there.
Yes, and the fact that shark fins top and bottom just seems well. There you go. But again, if you're into your starships and you want to get an idea of how they designed them and so on, and get details, but it just goes on and on and on. Hold on, I'll jump forward quite a few pages. Right, come on, pick up. So then you get the shuttles, you know. So it does.
I have to check the American version because I don't think we get quite as many pages to preview.
Well, that's just all you do is you go to the American page, so Amazon.com, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
If you go up to the top of the window and just change the .com to
.uk, yeah,
it'll then show you it that way. The other book, which is this one, look inside, and again, it's mostly Enterprises they do in it.
Right.
But I definitely saw a different one this morning. There was another one this morning. So as you say, Lou, they must be bringing in a series on. A lot of this is in. If anyone has a Star Trek Sketchbook book,
yeah,
a lot of this early stuff is in that. So it's obviously just reproduction of stuff that's been seen before.
Which is good because sometimes those books go out of print.
Yeah. I mean, I know I haven't seen a copy of the Star Trek Sketchbook.
I wonder what the Enterprise D would have looked like if the original design had gone with the ring ship.
Right. Oh, God knows. But even the Enterprise D is in here. There's the Enterprise D.
Got the ring ship there.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's the Enterprise D. Andy. Sorry, is Randall showing something I'm missing?
Oh, no. Sorry. Just
okay.
He's showing us his ring.
Yeah.
Let me switch. Let me switch back because I'm not seeing it. Bear with me.
Okay.
That's. Did you buy an Eagle Moss set?
I got this one in Dublin. It was going for I think £12.
Because normally they go for about 49.
Yeah, it was about 15 to. I think was it 15. I seen the price said €20.
Sorry.
By the time I got to it was in Forbidden Planet in Dublin.
Right.
And by the time whenever it was rung up in the till, it came up as €12.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm having that.
Move it away from the camera. Am I being deceived by your camera showing it bigger than it is? Oh no, it's a decent size. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah,
it's a respectable size, that one.
Yeah. And I know they do that series of larger versions of certain ships.
That was one of the specials, yeah.
Yeah.
But I wonder what a whole range of Enterprises like.
It's kind of strange that
the B, the C, the D. If it had been that.
Mm.
Strange that the name is on the inside of the ring and not the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, Carmen. I don't think it would have taken off. Excuse the pun. In quite the same way.
It's hard to say because you don't know, what they went with.
according to the book that came with it, it was decided it was too fragile for filming.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But back then, it would have been, to build that would have been quite tricky.
Yeah, but you can see the 2001 influence on it.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So 2001 didn't come out until what, about 2-3 years later?
Yeah, but no, but there was the productions were very similar. I mean, they were very
Parallel.
Parallel time.
intertwined.
Yeah.
So that's those 3 books, the John Eves book and the other 2 books, which they always seem to come out this time of year. I used to buy every single Star Trek book that came out.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit
Coffee table books.
Yeah, I'm a bit pickier these days than I used to be. But quite often you'll see them reduced after 3 months. Sometimes Amazon will bring them down by a third or something. But those 3 do look interesting. The John Eves one, particular, and the other 2, if you're into your starship design. It also includes the Discovery. Strange enough, one of them does.
Well, Eves is all over that too.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I've seen the trailer for season 2. It'd be interesting to see what appears in it. There was
I was at a convention last weekend, and there was a gentleman who was selling a box set of the first season. He had downloaded and burned onto DVD. And it's like, I gotta have that.
right.
And it'll do me until CBS releases an official set. But he'd done a good job at transferring them over to because I like physical media. I don't like having something that's a file somewhere that I can't see.
I agree completely with you. However, Netflix in the UK have all the Star Trek stuff, including Discovery. And if I want to jump to a particular, I want to see the Square of Gothos. It takes 15 seconds.
Yeah, I reach over and pull it off.
Last night I sat down with my supper and watched Best of Both Worlds Part 1 and 2.
Yeah,
just because
which has to be done. I remember my friend Dragon, who works in special effects in Burbank, used to send me over tapes of all the episodes of TNG. And I remember he sent me a batch, and the Best of Both Worlds Part 1 was on one of the tapes.
And you had to wait 3 months or 6 months.
Thank God he hadn't sent me it. He started sending me it later in the year. If the Part 2 hadn't been on the next tape, I would have.
No, we had to wait longer because during the time that it went from season 3 to season 4 in the UK, Star Trek: The Next Generation left BBC Two and was bought up by Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to wait another 8 months before we got it, because BBC Two could only run it after Sky had already shown it.
So if you didn't have a Sky subscription, you couldn't get.
And so we had to wait for Sky to finish showing the entire season 4.
Yeah. No, Netflix is just so handy, Carmen.
And thank God there wasn't an internet back then to ruin it.
True. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I know there was an other guy who had a brother who lived in Chicago, and he used to get the tapes sent over, and he would never lend his tapes to anyone.
Yeah.
You always wanted to see an episode. If you didn't have a tape, you couldn't rewatch an episode. And we had a club locally, and he used to bring the tapes, and everyone would ask him, "Can I get a copy? Can I make it?" Nope. I'm not copying. So he used to be, it was loved for bringing the tapes, but hated for not sharing. But that's how it works. But no, it's things have changed.
Yeah.
Heath's just come back from a family dinner. Hi, Heath. But no, I think it's now 2:30. We've been waffling on for the usual 90 minutes, so I think it's time to call it quits. Thanks to Bob for popping in and having to head off to work. Thanks to anyone else here left? No. Thanks to Carwin for joining us a bit later in the show and showing us off his superb red dwarf. Thanks. I know that's frozen. That's great. Thanks to James for being a usual dedicated follower, attendee. Thanks, Lou, for popping in, and that looks like a superb build. Looking forward to seeing the finished version. Thanks. Well, I say Heath saying something. Heath had to wait a whole year to see the next season of DS9. There you go. But then you could. There we go. It's worth waiting for, Heath. Thanks to Phil for coming in. and chewing his little tank briefly.
Yeah, very, very briefly.
Thanks to Randall. Thanks, Randall. Great job on
Flash at you
the
if you
dart.
like. So I have to be working on some LEDs.
It doesn't look. The strange thing is on video, it doesn't look like it's flashed.
No.
Well, anyway,
They've
thanks,
gone off
Randall,
as
for
well.
showing us the finished dart and the progress on the SE5A and the sub, the Gatto. I couldn't remember what it was. And thanks for me for not doing very much at all. But
Yeah, thanks for nothing, Liam.
thank you. There's always someone who'll make me feel good. Thanks everybody for joining us today. See you again. I think the next one, Jack will be looking after the next hangout, and hopefully it's August 25th. And look forward to seeing you all there. Bye bye.
Bye.
Right.